And now, from Stage 21 at Universal Studios at Universal Orlando Resort.
Wrestling fans, we welcome you home. My goodness, wasted no time at all. Forget the introductions. Calls for the bell. Scott Steiner just attacking his own brother from behind as this feud continues. Well, I always said that Rick Steiner was the weak link on the chain, and Scott Steiner just proved that I was right, but that's because I'm the man that always calls it like it is. Wrestling fans, we welcome you here to the Nation Network. I'll tell you, the niceties around here running awfully thin as Rick Steiner now going to try and get back in the battle against his brother, the baby brother, I might add. Yeah, well, for the baby brother, he's been doing a pretty good job of kicking his older brother's ass all around the XWF. I beg your pardon, you'll watch your language around here. You're not going to tell me what to do. I'll come over there and tighten your tie, little man. We welcome everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network for what promises to be another exciting night of action here in the XWF. Andrew Roberts in the house along with Hot Shit and the Saga of Blitz. Welcome aboard. And now Rick Steiner starting to turn the momentum. Coming back for some retaliation after that cheap shot from behind. You know, we all know that family sometimes will fight. That's one thing. But a cheap shot attack from behind like that, I just can't believe it. I don't know why you're having trouble believing it. Hey, all's fair in love and war. And right now, these two are going to war. They have been for over 2 months now. You have to start to wonder, what is it going to take for this to be put to rest once and for all? But I have no idea what the answer is. I'm not sure anybody does. I don't even know if these two know. At some point in time, this is going to have to come to a head. And I've got a funny feeling it might very well be in a couple of weeks from now at Universal Assault. That's right. The Super Show, Super Card of action here for the XWF and fans. I don't mind telling you, the general manager of the XWF, one Teddy Long, showed up on inanimate territory, really. Yep, showed up in the IWF, of all things, on their TV program and issued an open challenge. Big elbow drop right there by Big Papa Pump on his brother. And now deadlifting Rick Steiner off the canvas. No easy task. Follows it up with a big running power slam. All of our champions will be in action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Steiner recliner is applied. Rick Steiner's in a lot of trouble. Managed to hang on, but how much damage? Well, that Steiner recliner's kind of like the Iron Sheik's camel clutch, and I'll tell you, maybe even more damaging. Look at the upper body strength on Big Papa Pump. When he's pulling back with all his might, that's making the vertebrae go snap, crackle, and pop. Might as well be brought to you by Kellogg's. Move to the midsection. As I began to mention, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 weeks' time, it'll be Universal Assault, and there's an open invitation to the IWF Super Cell in a Hell match. Well, I think it's actually the Super Cell from Hell, but close enough. Oh, and look at this! Turning the tide, and now Rick Steiner stealing a page from his brother's book, gonna make him pay the price. Well, you'd like to think he could be at least original and come up with some of his own material, but no, he's got to steal from his brother. Oh, I think he was trying to make a point right there. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. And now Rick Steiner on the receiving end of a big splash, courtesy of Big Papa Pump. There's that Frankensteiner, the move that he patented.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he didn't go for the cover right away. Normally after that move, he'll go for it. He'll usually get the pinfall, but...
Oh, he's going to go for the recliner one more time, and it's over. Rick Steiner didn't waste any time submitting. That was a very one-sided victory right there for Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. We'll be back with plenty more action. The heavyweight champion is in action when we return.
He's American man.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
All right, I'm not sure what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely not what we signed up for. Mr. Perfect coming down to the... Hold on just a moment. What is going on? That is Cliff Anderson. He's the heavyweight champion of the IWF. We're going to need to try and get some order restored here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my Bosch fridge, it makes me feel different. It makes me feel like Antonio Banderas.
Well, I hear you, brother. Because when I use my Bosch power tools, I feel like the Macho Man Randy Savage. You dig it?
I do dig it, Randy.
Whip it! Powerful power tools.
Phenomenal appliances.
Rotary hammers.
Dishwashers.
Mighty sauce.
Induction cooktops.
Randy! Coming! Impact drivers.
Refrigerators.
Watch this. Elbow! The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
All right, fans, we had to break away to restore some order here. Where is security around this place?
Well, I've got to tell you, I've been wondering myself as of late.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 477 pounds. And
Oh, I'd heard about these two gentlemen coming this way. They're what you call journeyman wrestlers. They don't have a necessary home, but I've heard a little bit about the Disorderlies.
The Disorderlies, is that what they are?
Well, indeed. Don't know a whole lot about them. They've been a tag team apparently for a little while, traveling from city to city, town to town, promotion to promotion, looking for a place to call home perhaps. Will this be the place? I don't know, but we'll find out. Oh, here comes one of their opposition, and it's not going to be an easy night for the Disorderlies, I can tell you that right now. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, heading to the ring, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told that we are going to be hearing from the heavyweight champion in just a few moments.
weighing in at 289 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Let's go to the back real quick.
You know something, Cliff Anderson? You think you're going to come out here and make a name for yourself at the expense of Mr. Perfect. I know you don't travel alone, and even if you do, Soundstage 23 is not far away. Go find yourself a tag team partner, because Teddy Long won't let me fight you one-on-one. But I'll tell you right now, tonight in a tag team match, I will kick your ass all over the soundstage if you got the guts to show up.
Oh my goodness, we might have a main event.
Well, Perfect not going to sit back after what just happened to him. Can't blame him.
Tito Santana here to team up with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I like this team.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is going to go south of the border. Is he going to team up with Chico?
Jesse, you know that the name is Tito.
That's what I said, Chico.
Once again, welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for what's been a chaotic night already for the XWF. The Bionic Elbow, Disorderly is down, save Maine. Wow, this could have been a quick one for the Disorderlies.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. And look at that. He caught the boot that time, and now a big forearm right to the head of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Wow, this will be a big one.
He caught him with a knee right to the head, going for the cover. And now Santana going to come in and make the save. No, I don't believe it. It's an upset.
What in the hell's going on around here?
Dusty Rhodes perhaps taking this Disorderlies team for granted.
I want to know who's under that mask.
I want to know who's under both of those masks.
Here are your winners. And
I still can't believe it. What a shocker. We'll be back with some more. This is getting crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let me tell everybody something. America is back. 2024 was a great year. And in 2025, we made the decision to make America great again. And what better way? With real American beer. We're bringing America back together in 2025 with real American beer. So what you gonna do when real American beer and all my Hulkamaniacs run wild on you?
All right, fans, we are back, and I'll tell you what. Throw the sheet right out the door. Nothing makes sense here tonight. Bizarro World.
Not going to get an argument from me, not tonight.
making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 243 pounds, one half of the Extreme Tag Team Champions, Rick Flash.
One half of the XWF Tag Team Champions, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I'm telling you what, I still can't believe what is taking place here tonight. I understand during the break, Teddy Long let us know that there will indeed be a tag team main event. Mr. Perfect has decided he will team up with Ravishing Rick Rude of the Heated family. And we're going to have to wait and see if Cliff Anderson is going to show back up later on tonight with a tag team partner.
Well, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to, because bottom line is we're on Soundstage 23, they're on Soundstage 21. It's a short walk, and he's got plenty of time. Question is, does he have anyone over there with the guts to come out here?
It's going to be a very interesting one-on-one match.
Representing the Islanders from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 270 pounds, Haku.
As we take a look at Haku, one half of the Islanders, they are the #1 contenders currently for the XWF Tag Team Championship. They will be getting a title shot in 2 weeks' time as part of Universal Assault right here on the Nation Network.
Well, that's another one of those matches that I'll be very anxious to see the outcome of. Want to send a shout out to the Ancient Clown. It's always a party when the clown's around.
Indeed. Remind everyone out there, we are flattery operated around here. Please hit the like button. Help get the message out as we continue to grow the nation here. Referee calls for the bell. Action underway. And Haku, living up to his reputation, meets the Nature Boy right in the middle of the ring, and they are exchanging some vicious chops back and forth. And now Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, that's one thing about Ric Flair. He gives as good as he gets, and he's been in the ring with some of the toughest of all time. Names like Vader, Harley Race, guys that can really go back and forth, strapping the leather, so to speak.
Indeed, Ric Flair is the epitome. And now look at this. Has that rear chin lock cinched on pretty good there. The concerned look on the face of Haku. Referee's right there to see if he wants to give it up.
Think it's going to take a little bit more. Early on in the match, if I was a Nature Boy Ric Flair right now, I would do what Flair normally does, and that's attack the legs.
Well, he must have been listening.
Yep. Smart move. That's what you want to do. Take the base away from the power man. Not to mention it'll set him up for that figure four leg lock.
Goes for the drop kick. The timing was off, and Flair dodged a bullet with that one. As he throws Haku into the turnbuckle. What's he got in mind now? Flair charging in with a clothesline to the back of the head. Well, the Nature Boy Ric Flair now spikes the knee into the mat here at ringside.
Well, I don't want to give anybody the bad intentions or bad ideas. When you say that he's spiking them into a mat, it's not some big cushion or anything like that. This mat is unforgiving. It's only about 1.5 to 2 inches thick and really doesn't provide much.
No, again, it's not a fun situation to be in. Anytime you're outside the ring, Ric Flair, of course, fancies himself to be the dirtiest player in the game, and he's right at home in this environment. Goes down for the cover. I doubt very seriously you're going to get Haku, especially if you're not going to hook the leg.
Yeah, that's a bit of a rookie mistake. I'm a little surprised that Ric Flair wouldn't have gone for the leg, but perhaps he realized that it was too early in the match and it wouldn't have mattered.
Haku driving the Nature Boy into the turnbuckle. Now German suplex. Oh my goodness. Follows it up with a headbutt. That did as much damage, I think, to Haku as it did to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He's lining him up, and another one. Haku now turning on the power. Another headbutt. The Nature Boy Ric Flair going to get his bell rung.
Well, one thing about Haku, he has a really thick head.
Continues to use it as a weapon, and now, oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, look at Ric Flair, gets up quickly. Missed the target. Struck the turnbuckle instead, and now Haku going to see if he can sneak one out. There's one. There's two. It's a line of upset now.
Yep, that has to be an upset if Haku gets the win. Ric Flair, 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, former XWF Heavyweight Champion.
Clothesline takes him down. Oh, now the Nature Boy living up to that dirtiest player in the game moniker. Taking off the turnbuckle pad, exposing the steel ring as he goes to work on the head and the neck of Haku. Drops that knee right across the head. Trademark Nature Boy Ric Flair. The referee's in position. There's one, there's two. Haku able to sneak out the back door.
Well, he got out of there, but not by much.
Flair now. Oh, this is it. Going for the figure four leg lock. This might be all she wrote.
Oh, yeah, he's got him slapped on there real good.
Haku does not surrender, but he's hurt.
Nature Boy waiting for him one more time.
Flair cinches it in and again applies the pressure. Can Haku survive it? No, he has to submit. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, he was calling for help. And Haku not going to have any of it. And now, hold on, here comes Tajiri. What the hell's he doing here?
Well, Ravishing Rick Rude, I can understand him, but I'm not sure why Tajiri's getting involved.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
There's only one man who can tell the world all that goes on in pro wrestling.
I'm Captain Lou, and I'm talking to you about the world of pro wrestling. Call me. I'm telling you, this number's for you. Mom, you raised a great son.
There'll be no more calls for you, Lou. My boys and I are taking you in. Get it. Come on.
I got a right to make one phone call, and so do you.
Lou Albano's Wrestling Hotline, available until further notice or a hearing. Call now, $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
All right, fans, we are back, and it's time for a title match.
It's scheduled for one fall, and is for the Extreme Cruiserweight Championship.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
All right, we are getting ready for what promises to be a memorable Cruiserweight Championship. The Hurricane going one-on-one against the reigning champion AJ Styles.
Well, both of these dudes were kind of involved in the chaos that went down almost a month ago, a little more maybe, out in the back lot here. Then when they got jumped, Hurricane was taken out by none other than the former member of the XWF here, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Indeed, I understand that Greg the Hammer Valentine wasn't too happy with his time here, felt that he wasn't getting the opportunities, went and signed with the IWF, but that wasn't enough. No, he had to come out here and become part of this mob mentality that attacked the unknowing, unwitting XWF roster.
Well, it's going to be interesting now. These are two guys that were on the receiving end of that beatdown. Now they're going to be going head-to-head against one another. They may end up being tag team partners in 2 weeks' time. The Supercell of Hell match, they are supposed to be part of it.
Indeed, Bam Bam Bigelow, AJ Styles, and the Hurricane looking for retribution in 2 weeks' time. The question is, will the members of the XWF, or the IWF, I beg your pardon, will they be able to put a trio together as well? Will it be the same three that attacked right here in the back of the soundstage?
Well, that's my understanding, is that's the plan. Talking to Teddy Hart. Teddy Long, I beg your pardon, I'm talking to Teddy Long. Sounds like that was the plan, that they're looking to sign the match up, make it official. They may be having a contract signing for all I know in the very near future, but it's going to be for Greg the Hammer Valentine. Everybody looking to get even right now. Settle the scores once and for all.
There is the Cruiserweight Championship.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Hurricane.
While we've got a moment, want to send a shout out to Juan Cordero and Judd. Juan Cordero and Judd. Yep.
32 pounds, the Extreme Cruiserweight Champion, AJ Styles.
Well, this young man has dominated the Cruiserweight division here in the XWF for well over a year now.
He had a hell of a battle for that championship and went back and forth between him and Jushin Thunder Liger. Hurricane's been in this position in the past on a couple of occasions, but come up just short.
Tonight might be a different story, we'll find out. anytime the gold's on the line. There it is. The bell sounds. Action's underway. And here we go. Going for the roll-up, and wow, the cradle.
Well, these dudes don't get paid by the hour, and when you're a champion, you want to take it as easy on your body as you can. So if you can get in and out of there very quickly, that's what you need to do. Look at the referee. Get the hell out of the way.
Referees have had a habit lately of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. As AJ Styles sends him over the top rope and crashing to the floor now. What is AJ going to do? Frog splash, nobody home.
Well, high risk, high reward, but not when you miss, and that might have done so much damage to AJ that he may be kissing the title goodbye.
Look at this. The Hurricane just went sailing onto the floor, taking out the champion. AJ Styles now in a lot of trouble. Hurricane sends him down. Looks like he may have jarred his neck. And wait a minute, again from the top rope. The Hurricane perched on the top, and he caught AJ on the floor again.
Well, every time he does that, it resets the count as well, so that helps buy him time because a count-out win doesn't win him the championship.
That is a fact. He's got to get a pinfall or a submission that can only take place inside the squared circle. Once again, oh, look at this. The Hurricane taking time to celebrate.
Not a smart move. You're going up against the man who is the champion, who's been a dominant force in the Cruiserweight division. You have him injured, you better stay on him and put him away.
And now the Hurricane stepping through. What is this? An inverted variation of the figure four leg lock. AJ's in a lot of trouble right now. Going for the cover. Champion might be done. No, he kicks out on the count of one.
AJ better turn this thing around quickly or he's going to kiss that title goodbye.
Nice chop block right there to the knee. Perfectly legal here in the world of professional wrestling. These guys really doing a tremendous job of going back and forth on this match. And now the Hurricane unloading with a series of right hands to the head.
Those were all clinch fists too, by the way. Referees allowing some leniency here in this match. I just hope it's consistent.
Indeed, we all want to have a winner. Don't want a disqualification, don't want to count out. Anytime the title's on the line. And now AJ stomping away on the challenger. Rolls through. What's he got here? Oh, he calls it the calf crusher, but he got caught up in the ropes. Lucky break right there for the Hurricane.
Well, that luck may run out. You never know.
Oh, and he's got him up. For the breaker. That's it.
What a move. That's devastating right there. We've got our new champion.
Indeed. No, well, a minute. Not yet.
How in the hell did he get a shoulder up after that one?
I've got to tell you, I have no idea, but the Hurricanes never looked so good. Hurricane, what has he got in mind? He's going for a choke slam. Can you believe it?
I've seen it all tonight.
Including a new Cruiserweight Champion crown. What a night this has been, ladies and gentlemen. We take a look back at some of the replay, and oh my goodness.
Well, the Hurricane throwing caution to the wind, but here's the more interesting part of this whole equation to me. These same two dudes are supposed to be tag team partners in 2 weeks against a rival organization, really?
I'll be curious to see how that translates indeed. After such a heated matchup here, not to mention what is the condition of AJ Styles going into that match. That vertebreaker is a deadly maneuver.
I mean, he's already a cruiserweight. He might be an inch or two shorter now than he was when he arrived.
The choke slam of all things by the Hurricane. Can you believe it?
Tonight I can believe anything.
Fans, when we return, it is the main event. I understand the IWF has representation in the building. Stay with us for more.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, we are back, and I just don't know what to say anymore. What's going on here?
Match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 503 pounds, Rick Flash and Mr. Perfect.
Well, we were supposed to have ravishing Rick Rude, but it looks like Bobby the Brain Heenan's calling an audible.
Well, normally I wouldn't have any doubts about or questions about the choice selection here, but Ric Flair just had a match a little while ago.
Well, it's double duty for the Nature Boy, but hey, when you've got that much experience, there's really no way to possibly replace that. I just hope he knows what he's doing.
And their opponents, first from New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, the International Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Cliff Anderson.
Well, Cliff Anderson allegedly related to our very own enforcer, Arn Anderson. Getting ready to step through the ropes. He just recently won that championship against Blackjack Mulligan.
Indeed, a lot of people didn't expect that to happen, but it did. My understanding is he is sporting a brand new championship title right now. Who's his tag team partner going to be?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Is this who I think it is? Yeah, I've got a pretty good feeling it is. This is an interesting scenario, no two ways about it, because these two dudes are not friends by any stretch of the imagination.
This could be one of the top contenders for that very championship. The mighty Thor himself. It is. He is the mastermind behind this entire plot.
Yeah, he apparently is the one that has all the problems with the fact that we're here. He feels like the IWF was here first and there's not enough room for two organizations here at Universal Studios. You know, there's an entire sound stage separating us. And we weren't going after them, but that's because we don't have to. We've got the biggest and the best names right here in the XWF, and that's something that he can't handle.
Well, indeed, I'll put our roster against theirs any day of the week, and there's no disrespect to the IWF, but they're the ones that fired the shot. And this man in particular.
Well, I hope Perfect and Nature Boy Ric Flair are able to hand out the beating that this guy needs. Send a message out ahead of the Universal Assault.
He is a powerful man, no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. And the thought that he is teaming up with Cliff Anderson. Tie up, and now the Nature Boy Ric Flair takes him over, driving that knee right into the head. Flair unloading. And now big right hand, and the Nature Boy goes down.
Bro Anderson right now bouncing the head of the Nature Boy Ric Flair off the mat.
Headbutt. Oh, that one stung.
You know, we talked about what happened early on and with AJ Styles going up against the Hurricane and that they've got to be tag team partners in the near future. Well, these two dudes right here are tag team partners right now, and they are going to be bitter rivals because we know Thor wants that heavyweight championship.
You know what I'm very surprised right now is that Cliff Anderson is a member of the Nasty organization run by a gentleman named Nasty Ronnie. There are a number of men from that organization that I would think he would have called to come to his aid here tonight.
Well, you know something, there's an age-old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and right now he probably picked the best tag team partner he could for this particular match. Whether or not you can trust each other is yet to be seen.
Look at this. Giving them last rites. You've got to be kidding me. There's the clothesline and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Oh, right back up, and now Flair with the chops. Dropping him on the back of his head. Just yanked the leg of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Taking him down, and now in and out of the ring to break the count.
One thing these guys both have in common, and that is that they don't want to win, they want to punish. I don't even think either one of them cares if they get the pin, the submission, or anything else. I think the only thing they care is that they hand out punishment.
Flair went for a move right there, was well scouted. And we're going to get our first look at the Incredible Four double team. Oh, the flapjack, and that just puts him down. And now the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The hell was that? Take it out, Mr. Perfect.
Well, Flair was trying to make it to the corner to make the tag, and now that's not going to happen because Perfect's not on the apron. And remember, Flair already fought once tonight.
Bobby the Brain trying to distract there by jumping up on the apron. And the Nature Boy Ric Flair has been in this match entirely too long. He is desperately not going to need to make the tag out. There's a big clothesline right there. The Incredible Four. Oh, there's a mistake made. Tag was made, and now the XWF champion rolls in, rolls it up. There's one. There's two. Oh, he just barely got out the back door.
He almost outsmarted him, and I'll tell you, it strikes me as not too hard a thing to do.
Big boot to the head now by Thor, who's taking his time, but perhaps too much time. Look at Anderson getting some shots in along the way. Big drop kick by Mr. Perfect, and down goes Thor. Up in the air, he's got him and slams him down. In the meantime, Bobby the Brain Heenan removing that turnbuckle pad.
Well, Thor just went charging in and got met with a big boot, and once again, the Nature Boy Ric Flair has an answer.
Running high knee to the head. But meantime, Anderson just continues to hand out the punishment and the cheap shots from the ringside. Ric Flair with a textbook suplex right there. I think Thor is going to have to come up with something real soon if he wants to have a chance in this one, because the Heenan family starting to get that momentum going behind them, and when you get that momentum, as you know, hard to stop it.
It can be, no doubt about it. You don't want to be on the back end of it, that's for sure.
Shoulder block. Oh, this time they run into one another. Look at again, the Nature Boy Ric Flair has him up. Takes him down, and he's in the ropes. The Nature Boy Ric Flair is in the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Are you kidding me?
The hell kind of call was that? He's clearly in the ropes. You know, I've complained about these referees for a long time, but I'm justified in everything I say.
Oh, once again, the Incredible Thor. Up in the air. Flair once again couldn't hold him, and now to the knee of the Nature Boy. Look at him stomping away on it.
Well, you can't blame him. That's the name of the game, is picking a body part and sticking to it. That's exactly what he's doing.
He is starting to power up, and now, wait a minute. Bobby the Brain Heenan has got his attention.
I'm not sure what Bobby said, but it definitely drew him away from the Nature Boy, which is exactly what Flair needed.
Into the ropes, back out front, dropped down by Flair. Nice hip toss, takes him all the way over, go for the cover. Referee busy with the turnbuckle pad, however.
Well, he was down for about 4 seconds right there, but the referee didn't even see it.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, the one that took that turnbuckle pad off. He's got nobody to blame but himself now. Flair calling on the referee for a count, and he was distracted.
See, this is all going to come down to crappy officiating, and that's what I didn't want to see.
Indeed, the referee having a tough time in this one. Flair just thrown into the guardrail. Thor is just manhandling. The Nature Boy has him up in the air. He's in the torture rack. He's got him in the torture rack. Flair's in trouble. Flair's tapping out, but it's on the floor. They've been both counted out of this one. Can you believe this? Thank you for joining us, fans. That's it for tonight. We'll see you next week for more XWF.